Yes, now people, welcome back to James Redmond TV with a very special guest who has once been on the channel before. Did you know, Saeed, like in terms of non-Liverpool fans, you're the first person to be on this channel more than once?
This is it, man. You know what I mean? I'm here, man. We're there.
Listen. The people love you. I love you. You're here. Not the team you support, but I love you.
Saeed. Yeah. Of course,
you're
man.
The top man, my mate. You're the
you know what
man.
it is? I divide opinion, man. You know what I mean? I'm not everyone's favorite, but what I come with a lot of heart, a lot of passion. Come with, you know what I mean, real talk, man. You know, I just give my opinion, man. I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't try and please I just say my opinion, man. And it's crazy how it's rattled fan base. It's rattled, you know what I mean? It's crazy how mad it's gone, man. But I literally give my opinion, and that is all it is, man.
Listen, that is why I've got you on the channel, because even if I don't agree with you, you're backing up your point, and that's all you can really do when you're on this platform. And at least you've got the balls to fucking do so. That being said, people, make sure you go and subscribe to Saeed's channel. Is in the title, so if you click on it, it doesn't take you away from the video, takes you straight there. You can subscribe, you can come back here, and once you've done that, you leave a like on the video and make sure you subscribe to me.
Leave that like, people, man.
Energy.
Come on.
Right, enough of this energy. Let's talk about Man United. In fact, we've just drew Man United in the FA Cup. Can you believe it? Believe it, Saeed?
Rigged FC. Rigged. You know what it is, yeah? Like, I came across, quite negative in the podcast I did, but I just can't believe it, man. How on earth, I understand there's always one big round in the cup. Always one big round, But Liverpool, man. Liverpool of all people. Apparently, we're playing back to back. We play Liverpool one week and then we play again the next week, you know? Mad, mate. Do you know what I mean? And you get Man City down the road, mate, getting played Cheltenham Town. It's an absolute joke, man. And you know what it is there with me, I've always said this FA Cup draw, I don't know what it is for me. I think that they have to change it around, man. You have to change it around, man. They have to do something where, you either it's very, very balanced. Because what's the point of Cheltenham playing Man City? Come on, man. I'm not trying to take a piss out of Cheltenham, but what are the odds?
That being said, Leeds have just lost to Crawley Town. By the way, before we continue, shout out to Mr. Sharma, and I'm calling you Mr. Sharma because I'm not great at pronouncing names, my mate, but thank you for becoming a member on the channel. If anyone else would like to do so, you can do that by clicking the top link in the description. But back today, what we were talking about, though, and big up everyone in the chat as well. Saeed, it's the FA Cup. It's the quality. Even though they got absolutely annihilated, I only got to see it briefly, but I went past the Marine Tottenham game because obviously Marine are in Liverpool, aren't they? So I went past there with a few of my mates, and everyone was out. The community was just very happy. And it was, even watching it on telly, right? And you're seeing people in the stands and you're seeing people hanging out at trees. Lads,
I seen that. You know what, though? There was a lot of incidents going on. There was a few illegal stuff happening as well. But I was like, what's going on there, man?
They were shooting. They were fully having They were having spliffs in the back gardens. It was brilliant to see. Honestly, I swear I saw my mate on there as well. And he messaged me after it, and he was like, I was there watching it from my mate's back garden. I was like, I knew I'd seen you dickhead.
You see that picture of the Gareth Bale one? That was unbelievable, that one.
Yeah, did you see the fella who brought Klopp? Like the statue of Klopp, the cut out of Klopp. He brought a life-size
wow.
See, that
is the magic of the FA Cup. I understand that. But what for me, I think that's lost is teams now are just ruthless. Look at Man City playing against Birmingham. They're playing a full-strength team. I just feel like it's that kind of like the magic of the FA Cup. It's still there in terms of you can play teams away, you know what I mean, at Marine, you know what I mean, like Tottenham versus Marine. You never ever hear that. But I still think, though, the big teams will always beat the smaller teams now. 5-10 years ago, that wasn't happening. But I think for now, the British now, it's like, you know what? We need a trophy. Everyone wants a trophy now. And Man like Liverpool, now, this is a big trophy. When's the last time you won the FA Cup? Liverpool.
Right, I say this all the time. The last time we won it, by the way, is 2006. But Liverpool fans
Gerrard.
Gerrard. Mate, Gerrard he's the man. Anyway.
That game, bloody hell, man.
That game was great. That goal, mate. Oh, it was just different. different levels, my friend, different levels. But I say to Liverpool fans, to the ones who say, "Oh, I don't want to win the FA Cup," why wouldn't you want to win the FA Cup? Because I understand it adds more fixtures to the season, and especially in this season, it's not what we quite need. However, if you're talking about this squad, because this squad that we've got right now is going to be remembered, whether it's the end of it now or if it's the end of it in a few years, it's going to be remembered for what it's done in terms of winning the league and winning the Champions League and that classic title race with Manchester City and getting to a Champions League final before winning. So it's going to be remembered. Why not also add an FA Cup to that? Because even though the FA Cup might not be as luxurious as it used to be, it's still a big trophy. And it's still a trophy I want.
I love it, mate. I remember semi-final against Tottenham. We went there early morning, mate, and we got home the next day. Yeah, 6 a.m. I got home, mate. 6 a.m. We got a long drive, from London to Manchester. 6-hour drive, on whatever M it is,
one of them M's.
Exactly, one of them M's. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, that kind of feeling of FA Cup, man, and going to the final or whatnot. It's a beautiful feeling, man. It's a day out for the fans. It's family time. It's traditional cup, mate. You know what I mean? I feel like it's lost this magic. A lot of people just sometimes don't care about it anymore. Say, you know what? Nah, we want to win Premier League and Champions League. FA Cup is a big trophy. Arsenal fans have seen that. That's what Arsenal fans are holding on to. That bit of silverware. You know what I mean? Let's be honest, man.
But do you know what, though? That's what gave Arteta a lot of credit in his job, winning that FA Cup. He done it in his first season. He done it with a group of players that weren't fully his. And that was a great achievement for him at the time. It only looks so good in hindsight when you see what they've done in the league. Do you know what I mean? When it comes to them situations with Arsenal. But right now, though, and I was dead surprised to see us through and whatnot. Obviously, like you said, it's going to be a week after we play on the 17th, which
it is what it is, man.
It is what it is. We're going to be seeing a lot of each other's sides over the next couple
I'm telling you, man. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I always think this about Liverpool in the FA Cup. I don't expect us to win because we are genuinely dreadful when it comes. We got to the League Cup final in Klopp's first season. Other than that, we haven't really made any proper runs for it. I think we got to a semi-final another year. Other than that, though, mate, especially in the FA Cup, I can't think where we've got to even the quarter-final. So
Klopp's disrespected it. Klopp has disrespected it, you know. You know what I mean? He has got a weak
last season, to be fair, there was nothing we could really do because obviously it was like the reverse situation of what we've just had with Villa. Villa had their strong team and we had to play our kids because we had the World Cup game, the Club World Cup game the next day.
Yeah, I understand what you mean, but I just feel like for me though, you know what I mean? I think like, but every top club now should take this seriously because it is a cup. Because at the end of the day now, Man City could win the Premier League. You know what I mean? Liverpool could win the Premier League. Could win the Premier League, but if you don't have that, you don't have nothing to fall on. Champions League is very, very hard to win, as you can see. Carabao Cup, you know what I mean? We're both not in it. So this is it, man. One cup. So, but Liverpool, man, you know what I mean? I just thought it's not Liverpool, man. But at the end of the day, you got to beat. You got to beat.
You got to beat.
You know what I mean? Shout out to that fake United Central account there. You get the, you know what I'm saying? All you do is support the channel, so big up.
There was a fake James Redmond TV the other day, and
there is, man.
Show.
I respect guys who make fake accounts and maybe kind of give my opinion. You know, maybe if you look at me and think, you know what, I'll give an opinion what Saeed would say. You know what I'm trying to say to you? As long as you use it wisely,
This James Redmond didn't sound like he was doing that, so I was just thinking, what's he saying about me, mate? You know what I mean? Fraud James Redmonds. People have a problem with the real James Redmond. Let's not start getting fraud James Redmonds in and around the case. Now, it's Ryan's just touched on it. I had the comments up, but I've just lost it. There we go. This is what he said. The gloss of what the FA Cup is supposed to symbolise has been overlooked for years now, and it's a shame. It's one of the most prestigious trophies in history, and I'd be happy to win a double. And that's the thing. We're going for a league as well. Why not certify this season off with something fantastic, something that this team hasn't done, and go on and win a double? This team hasn't won a double. I'd love a double.
Man. You know what I mean? I think
by the treble last year with the Super Cup and the Club World Cup, we haven't done like a proper domestic double or like what City have done. Do you get what I mean?
I think City did. I think they did do the domestic treble. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So fair play to them, but you know what I mean? I think clubs now should look at, you know what I mean, getting 1 or 2 trophies. But the league is that competitive now. You got Mourinho kind of wanting any cup that's possible. You know what I'm trying to say? So end of the day, man, it's like, you know, we need a cup, man. And Man United, we've had a cup since what? You know what I mean? The Carabao Cup in 2017. So we need a cup desperately more than you, man. You know, it's coordinators a cup, man. You know what I mean? Just get your reserves out there. You know what I mean? Like
this is going to be that's another thing I'm interested the approach from both managers in this game, because obviously, like I said, it's hard to even talk about this game because it's so far ahead. We've literally got a fixture before that game takes place as well. But it is going to be exciting, and I'm looking forward to it, mate. A few other fixtures before we talk about your big game against Burnley tomorrow, which obviously could leave Man United top of the league if they do win. At the moment, West Ham are playing Stockport, but the next round will be, if I look out for any standout fixtures, Everton got Sheffield Wednesday, Tottenham got Wickham, Arsenal still to be determined, to be fair. There's quite a few teams still yet to find the team. Chelsea got Luton Town.
Typical.
The only massive fixture that I'm seeing here is us and yous. Other than that,
that's crazy, isn't it? That's how mad it is, man. And you know what it is, yeah. This what maybe we have to look at it and think, you know what? If you want to beat them, if you want to win it, you have to beat the best in it. You know what I mean? But it's like, you know, it is what it is, man. But the bigger picture is, man, it's Sunday. The bigger picture is Burnley, where we will top of the league, mate. You know what I mean?
It's gonna happen, isn't it? It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I came out with a chest out, and I thought, yeah, we're going top of the league, man. I'm not so sure right now. I think Burnley's a massive game. We need to think game by game. You know, I was speaking earlier to the lads here. We were talking about all this Liverpool and all that. We still got to be Burnley. Burnley's a tough fixture. Not many teams and kind of thrashed them. You know, I don't know if what their home record is like this season, but Tottenham found it hard to beat them. Yeah, you know what I mean? I think only Chelsea beat them convincingly.
Burnley got a draw against Man City as well.
But there you go, then. You know, is that at home?
I'll have a look right now. Actually, to be fair, I'm not sure, but Burnley they've actually won 3 of their last 5 games as well. They've been doing well, man. They're in good form.
There you go, then. So it's a sticky one, man. I still can't believe and this one you got to put respect on Sean Dyche's name, mate. You know what? Yeah, he gets top 10 most seasons. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Saeed. By the way, I'm thinking of a completely different fixture because Burnley got thrashed 5-0 by City.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Who drew with City? Because someone drew with City a couple of weeks ago, and I must have just got that confused. Either way, just to try and save my statement of Burnley being decent, they've obviously just beat MK Dons, which is one of them, but they beat Sheffield United in the last fixture. They only lost to Leeds United in the one before. They beat Wolves 2-1 a couple of weeks ago as well. Yeah. They got a draw against Aston Villa. Before that, we know Aston Villa are in really, really good form. Yeah. And yet the people in the chat are letting me know it was West Brom who got that draw. Of course. Sorry, Saeed, what was your point, though?
No, I just feel like, for me, West Brom, you know what it is, they got Jack Cork and West mate, in the midfield. Now, honestly, man, you just put that out there, Jack Cork, who was at Swansea, did all right at Swansea. Westwood, I don't know where he's came from, These guys play a 4-4-2. It's dynamic. It's simple. It's, you know what I mean? It's kind of refreshing to see, man. A team like that, they play 4-4-2, low block, but they always seem to find a way to stay in the league without any foreign players in there. I think Matty Vidra is the only foreign player in there. And they still manage, to kind of, Westwood's out for tomorrow. That's a big blow to set for United.
Well, he's big for their team. But I'll tell you one thing, though. Burnley, the reason why I'm actually confident yous may not go top of the league after, is it tomorrow, the game? Yeah, tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, 8:15.
The reason why I'm actually slowly, slightly, possibly confident on why yous might not win the game, and obviously, yous are away from home, aren't yous? Yeah. Usually away from home. Usually, you've been doing decent away from home. Burnley are typically okay at home. They're also compact. But that's what I think is going to catch Man United. It's the fact they're not going to be trying to throw blows with yous and your counter-attacking players. Yeah. They're going to be happy to have 2 banks of 4. They're going to be happy to sit behind. And that's what's going to make Man United struggle. Yes, you can press them. Yes, you can have all the possession you want. But it's about actually breaking them down. And who's to say they can't beat you on the break at least once or twice with players like McNeil? For example, they've still got threats within that team that can cause you problems. And like what you've already touched on is Saeed. And usually, people would be having a go at you for this. But however, Saeed has already mentioned, people and United fans need to not get too carried away because you have still got a difficult fixture ahead of yourselves, basically.
Yeah. I think, you know what it is, as fans, we get gassed in it, you know what I mean? We want to talk about the game, you know what I mean? I almost feel like, we should have been playing probably... I'm not saying play Liverpool first, but this kind of game, it's like almost a distraction But if we win it, it's a welcome distraction. It's one of the things where you got through this, boom. You know what I mean? Liverpool, we're going to Liverpool. Oh, yeah. McNeil's out injured as well. Listen.
Well, maybe it is just a win. 3
points then, surely, man.
Listen, it's my job as the host of the show to come up with reasons to why United probably or may not win this game and why Burnley have a chance. But if you're telling me that McNeil's injured, then yeah, I don't know.
Westwood, that's their 2 best players, man.
Only because Burnley fans, correct me, but their only hope would be get a counter-attack on. Obviously, set pieces as well. Don't dispute set pieces, but get a counter-attack. In terms of open play, get a counter-attack with McNeil, get it down the wing, put it in the box. That's what I'd assume Burnley would try to do against Man United to get a goal, bar set pieces. Yeah. Other than that, I don't know if Burnley will have enough in this game. How are you with set pieces? I know you've got Slabhead at the back, and that's the one thing he's all right.
I think we've got the most set piece. I think we're conceding the most set piece goals in the league, or we're kind of top on set piece conceded goals, which is a worry, man. That's a worry for me, man. You give them a corner. The game plan from Ollie should be: don't give them a corner, don't give them a free kick. Don't give him anywhere near. Don't let them anywhere near our kind of goal line. That's what Man City, the top teams do. They keep the ball that good. The problem is Man United, we don't keep the ball. So that if they can press Wan-Bissaka, they can press our back line somehow. I don't know, and squeeze our defense here. Get corners in, get throw-ins in, get them little niggly 50-50s. You know what they're like, Burnley. They love 50-50s.
Scrappy football. Scrappy
football, mate. I remember the game last season. I was there away at Burnley, mate. A scrappy game, and their fans thrive on it, mate. And I feel like that's what they'll do tomorrow. They'll thrive on that. And I feel like, Man United have got to get the early goal. If we get the early goal in, oh my God, mate, that will ease the nerves, mate. But if we don't, oh my God, mate, the watch along tomorrow, mate, will be absolute panic station, mate.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
I'm tuning into that.
Listen, man, James, man, I can't do it, man. If we don't get a result out tomorrow, that would devastate the whole team, mate.
I mentioned this to you just before we came on stream as well. Get on this, people. If Man United win tomorrow and go top of the league, or if you draw, you'll go top of the league as well, won't you?
Yeah, draw. Yeah.
So win or draw tomorrow, that will be the first time you have been top of the league in 2 years, 2 months and 29 days. So nearly 2 years and 3 months since you were last top of the league, which would have been under Jose Mourinho.
Wow. And I remember where that day is, It's probably 2017, probably August or September 2017, where we was on a good run, 4-0, 4-0, 4-0, and then we kind of faded off a little bit after that. So that is a bit scary, and that for me is my worry. Have we got the know-how? Liverpool for the last 3 or 4 years have been in and around there now. You know what I mean? Of top 4, challenging for the league. Man United don't know. They don't. You know what I mean? It's almost like inexperience, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's like an amateur boxer going against like a pro. You know what I mean? They know what the ring. And it's for me that kind of moment. I'm thinking, can we get the mentality right? Have we got the players right there? You know what I mean? Maguire, this is first time in a league title race. A lot of these guys have never won titles. You know what I mean? In the league, I think Bruno. I'm not sure if Bruno's won a league. But
I think he would have won a few titles with was it Benfica that he was at? Yeah, he would have won a few titles.
You know what I mean? These guys, McTominay. I think Fred's probably won a few Ukraine leagues, but sure, Wan-Bissaka. These guys are fairly new, man. I think De Gea's only won 1 league title.
This is the one thing I question, and yeah, exactly. And this is the one thing I question. What's Leeds chappy chatting here? Hammers, you're just seeing your viral vids on Insta again. I don't do it, but on maybe I only do absolute. You know that dance. What was the point I was trying to make there, Saeed? What was the last thing you said?
About the kind of mentality of not being top.
Oh yeah, that was my argument with Man United not being able to stay in this title race, because right now you're very much in the title race. I can't dispute that. You're on the level. You're on the same points as us, but so are Tottenham. Not the same points.
What makes you doubt?
I think what makes me doubt Manchester United to be able to stay in the title race is the exact thing that you just said, and it's mentality. And you can't go and win a league with the up and down form that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Manchester United tends to have. It was only a month ago, everyone, and even though you still stick with the opinion now, everyone was screaming Ole Gunnar Solskjaer out. And it was even some only gonna them only inners, even some of them changed their perspectives from when you got knocked out the Champions League. So if you just go from that to instantly title contenders, and I know it's two different competitions, but it's about moments, it's about big moments. And
it's a big job then.
You've bottled it in that moment, and I really feel like you could do in this title race, because these Premier League games aren't just Premier League games when you get to the dead end. You know this. You've won multiple league titles.
I know it's not. And that's why.
Finals, and that is what Man United, I feel, was struggling, is finals. You can't even get to finals. You're stuck in the semi-finals, Saeed. How do you think you're going to the Premier League?
We're stuck in a semi. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's you know what it is here for me, man. And that's why I've never been like, you know, kind of like, I'm not saying Ollie in, but like, you know, like I can believe the process. Trust up. With Klopp, Klopp came with a pedigree. 2 league titles with Dortmund, a couple of cups in Dortmund. He came with a pedigree. You just knew he was going to fix it at Liverpool. You knew that every Liverpool fan had the belief. For me, I've got no belief there. 4 semi-final losses for me, I can't accept that for me. And it just goes to show, is the mentality there when you need it most?
Yeah.
When you need that most, we need the last kind of final grasp of Man United. Is he right there, man? And that's the problem for me. And I've always said it from day one. You know what I mean? There's no agenda with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has brought a kind of morale for this squad. He's brought a kind of good ethos. He's made this group of players the best group of players I've ever seen in a long while, mate. Since Alex Ferguson days. This group of players, I like them. I don't have a bad bone in them. You know what I mean? There's some players I probably think, you know what? Donny van der Beek could be probably better than McTominay. Oh, okay, I understand that. But the bottom line is, I have to see a kind of, I have to see something to say, you know what? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will win us a trophy. And right now, I'm like, semi-final, Champions League out. It's a bit, you know what I mean? And that, for me, certain decisions, Bailly ahead of, Lindelof ahead of Bailly, McTominay ahead of Van der Beek.
Van der Beek not starting is a mad one for me.
There you go.
This is also saying, and please, people, do not get it twisted. Man United on paper in that starting 11 and also squad depth I've got more than enough to win a league title. I'm not disputing that. People seem to think when I say Man United don't have a chance of winning the league this season, I'm talking about your players not being good enough. Even with the very mediocre defence that you've got when Bailly isn't there, I still think you have the players on that pitch to win the league. I just don't think you will because of the manager that you've got. I don't think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's that great. I think he's been probably the best manager you've had since, bloody Sir Alex left. But not in terms of only in terms of excitement. That's what I mean. Only in terms of excitement, only in terms of the players trust them, like what you said, morale. But in terms of results, you could give that to Jose Mourinho. Give this group of players to Jose Mourinho. I'm very interested in terms of results to see what Jose Mourinho could do. Maybe not football, but in terms of results, don't take the piss. He's just made Harry Kane. He's just turned Harry Kane from one of the best but injury-prone strikers in the world to possibly the best player in the world on current form. He's another level. Human son, different. He's always been a baller, always been on fire. But right now, though, it's different. Imagine Jose Mourinho with Bruno Fernandes, Saeed.
Well, I know what you mean. These are a better group. This is the best group of players to Sir Ferguson. You know what I mean? These are the best group of players to Sir Ferguson, man. And I'm not denying that. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has made a good squad. You know what I mean? He has done that. Credit to him. He's taken out a lot of deadwood out. Credit to him. But the problem is, man, it's not about playing pretty football. You have to back it up with trophies, man. This is why a lot of people have said, why has Pochettino won nothing? Pochettino, the only reason why he's not won anything is because he's not spent 300 million, has he? Do you know what I'm trying to say? And that's the bottom line, man. His bottom line is not spent 300 million on a squad. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has done that. And he spent a lot of money on his squad. And now it's time now to say, you know what? Deliver now. Yeah. You've got the squad there, deliver now. But the problem is, for me, I don't know, man. I'm one of them situations where, is this the best time to win the league? The best time is to win the league right now, mate. Man City, I understand they're not where they were. They're a bit off form. But right now, they're starting to pick up now. Liverpool without Van Dijk, it's a massive plus for us without him. Yeah. Can we get there with him? But the problem is about mentality, man. Jurgen Klopp has established a mentality, and you can't buy that, mate. You cannot override that, mate. You can't. You can't buy mentality, mate. You cannot buy it. Okay, you can buy players that fit it, but the culture that Jurgen Klopp has fit into that squad, mate, it's going to take a lot of... I said, we were always 5 years behind Liverpool. Yeah. And it's going to take a while to get back up there. But the problem is, is it worth wasting 2-3 years with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? I'm not sure, mate.
Not for me. I can never put it, and I don't like saying this sentence because I'm a Liverpool fan through and through, and I would rather, like people say, Everton or Manchester United. It's like saying, what arm would you rather have chopped off? Do you know what I mean? What eye would you rather be blind? And it doesn't really make any sense in any way, shape, or form. That being said, see, that never comes out my mouth, even when you joke. Like the other day on Extra Stream, I was like, City. And they've been more of a rival to me in my lifetime than Man United, because when Man United were really good, we weren't competing with them, and same vice versa. So it's like City have been However, I don't hate City anywhere near as much as I hate Man United. I hate it right now. And as a matter of fact, Liverpool fans, Man United are probably going to go top of the league by tomorrow. So it's been fun. Let's just give it to them. If it does happen, probably will. But we know that we are who we are, in the words of Saeed, and we will get back to where we deserve to be. And this is what I think.
You are where you are, though. I don't think you can get any better than this. I think you are where you are. I think the dominance will kind of level out. I think everyone's having their cycle. You are having your cycle right now. I don't know how long it lasts. I reckon it will last as long as Jurgen Klopp is the manager. I think when Jurgen Klopp leaves, I think you'll crumble back again. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I never like thinking about the day when Jurgen Klopp leaves, but that was my point exactly when I was on Rance's stream before. He was like, do you think it could be, and his argument was only about the front three, and maybe do you think Liverpool should start changing maybe just one of the front three or whatnot? Like, because Mo Salah and Mane have been in and out of form recently, and to keep a team together, as you know, under Sir Alex, you need to always make changes and make adjustments to the squad. And I agreed with that, but then I said to him, I think if anyone thinks this is like an end of an era for Liverpool Football Club, I think that's very, very naive.
Well, Jurgen Klopp's only, what, 52, 53?
It's not even his age. I don't know how old he is. I think he is around there, but I don't even think it's just that. I think this manager is just another level where even if we didn't win the league this season, he's not going to get sacked. And to be honest, that proposes a very dangerous Liverpool.
Would he ever leave Jurgen Klopp by Liverpool? Would he ever leave?
He will leave. I think he'll leave. I don't think he'll do a Sir Alex, if that's what you mean. I'd love him to, and if it was up to me, he would. But I just don't think that happens that much nowadays in football. Do you know what I mean? But from Ryan Turner, Jurgen Klopp brought this mentality to our squad. We need to change from doubters to believers. The first thing he fucking said, you know, Si, the first thing he said when he came through the door and sat down in the press conference, first thing he said, he got asked the question, he was like, I'm happy to be here. And then he started to talk about this shit. He was like, we need to change from doubters to believers. We need to... It's not about even going on and winning. It's about giving ourselves the best possible chance.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about
you know what I mean? We're gonna let's not make it this slip to kind of, you know, winning the league. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? Like, let's not make this slip to win the league. And you know what? Fair play, man. It's a big jump, innit? You know what I mean? From the days of Gerrard, and we're making all the memes to where Liverpool are now. Listen, I hate Liverpool, but I got respect what Jurgen Klopp has done.
That's the thing. Like, you can step out of the fan that you are. Like, even the other day when I see Louis Barry score against us, I'm fuming. But I can step out and be a football fan and be like, that's boss for him. No, that's fucking amazing for him. Do you get what I mean?
Was 18 or 17, I think he was.
Yeah, you know, the backstory is he played for Barcelona last year, joined Aston Villa, which is his boyhood club, gets his debut, and then he scores. And it's like, wow, we'd all love to be doing that at that age. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's like, even though you're a United fan and your job is to hate Liverpool, absolutely, you can still appreciate as a football club what we're doing. Forget that we're called Liverpool and all that. Forget the shirt we wear and the crest on our thing. But at the end of the day, we're doing everything right. We're buying players for the cheapest price. We're not going out and, you know, overly spending in markets. We're winning the league with the players we've been given. There's so many things to respect about Liverpool, so it's good you mention it.
Yeah, no. Listen, man, as much as we can say, you know what I mean, I think the modern day rivalry now is to respect teams now. I think the days are over now where you can, you know what I mean, you can call. I think obviously on the banter can be there, but, you know what I mean, we have to be respectable as fans. And I feel like for me, Liverpool, what they're doing now, it hurts every single fan, mate, especially United right now. It hurts us, man. It really hurts.
Neutrals
that summer, mate. That summer, I swear down, man, it was just like locked down and just like the feeling of Liverpool. Man, it killed me, man.
No doubt that it was the best time for like a Man United fan to see Liverpool win their first Premier League title, though. In God knows how long. At least you didn't have to see us walking around. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was brilliant.
Listen, you were down Liverpool, weren't you?
Yeah, we were out. Yeah, I was out in Liverpool all day, but you were in Manchester and didn't have to see it. So it's one of them things. From
parade on come Sunday, innit? You know what I mean?
no, yeah. Listen, mate, I hope we're playing. From Sarthak Tube. Sorry if I've said that wrong again. Terrible with names, but thank you for the super chat. Jose may be good at tactics, but he is poor at man management. Spurs are having an adrenaline shot which would die down in 2 seasons. I get why you say that, but I'm not saying you're wrong for saying that, my mate. However, I do still think he's much better than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I really, really do. I think he's a well better manager than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
You know what it is for me, yeah? I've just kind of loved my loss, you know what I mean? My love loss of Mourinho's kind of died down. I feel like for me, I want to back him over Ole, but at the same time, I respect what he's done. It's almost like saying to yourself, you know what I mean? Like reminiscing the good time. I reminisce the good times of winning trophies, but I don't reminisce the football. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of them, mate. It's like he came in, he wanted to win trophies, but that's about it, mate. He kind of made the club very, very toxic. You know what I mean? The you know what I mean? Players were liking football. It just wasn't good, man. It really wasn't good. But then again, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, though, everyone's talking about best win percentage since Fergie, but no trophies, though.
That's it.
That's the problem, man. And that is what, for me, you know, you're never going to be known for 55% win ratio or 60% win ratio. It's not, mate. You know, you're going to be known for winning trophies, mate. That's why no one thinks about Brendan Rodgers, does it? You know what I mean? As much as he's built something,
Brendan Rodgers, Saeed, is so disrespected on so many levels, in my opinion. Because I was talking to Rory on our show, mine and X's show on his channel, and I was speaking to Rory because we got him on as a guest, and he was talking about Brendan Rodgers like he was just some next level bin man. And I think Rory, do you know Rory Jennings?
Oh, Rory, yeah.
He was talking about Brendan Rodgers like he was some next level bin man, and he was just talking about like, well, you're supposed to win the league in Scotland, and you're supposed to do what he's done.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, listen, you're supposed to win the league in Scotland, but there's a chance you might not win the league. And he went and done it in his first season, undefeated, by the way. Not only that, when he left Celtic, he came to Leicester. No one thought Leicester. What was that side?
Look at Leo Lennon now struggling, 22 points behind Rangers.
This is what I'm saying. It can happen. And even though now, you know, Rangers are now stepping up to the plate where they're giving Celtic a bit of opposition, look at what Rodgers is doing with Leicester. That's what a proper... Do you know if Rodgers was at Man United, I'd be concerned. I'd be very concerned. Because you'd be playing really good football. You'd be playing really good football, and you'd be in with a shot at the title race. Because even though he bottled it at Liverpool, it weren't necessarily him. It was moments. And Rory came up with an argument like, but that game against Palace where we were 3-0 up, and then it ended up being 3-3, Rodgers should have sat back.
That's Premier League moments, though, isn't it? That's Premier League moments.
Rodgers should have sat back, but it's like, no, we had a crap defence. We shouldn't have been in the title race. We were only in that race for Suarez. You know what I'm saying? He can win trophies, I'm sure of it. If he had a better squad at Leicester, I think he'd be really pushing on for this league. Yeah. He'd probably be top at this point.
They're still around the league, you know what I mean?
They are a point. They are a point behind me, us and yous. Not only that, Tottenham are on 29 points. City are on 29 points.
Southampton fixtures as well.
Cities.
Fixtures are absolutely so winnable, mate. So this league, it's a weird feeling, man. It's a weird feeling.
Southampton 6th, 29 points. Everton 7th, 29 points. There's about 8 teams in this fucking title race, Saeed.
Wow, man. You know what, man? It's bonkers when you think of it like that, man. You know what I mean? Leicester could just go about their business quite easily, you know? If Leicester go about their business quite easily, mate, you know what, mate? They could be dark horses again. Because at the end of the day now, they've got the strength in depth now. You know what I mean? They've got now that guy Fafana, Soyuncu's back. They've made it at the right minute, and Dini's back. So listen, Brendan Rodgers, mate, don't sleep on them as well, mate. Don't sleep on them, mate. Well, it's a tough league, man. It's a tough league, this one.
Well, if you look at their next games as well with Leicester, they've got Southampton next, so that's difficult. Then they've got Chelsea. Then they've got the FA Cup against Brentford, which actually isn't an easy game as far as a championship game goes. Everton, Leicester will be the next one. So they've got in the league, they've got Southampton, Chelsea, Everton, Leeds, then Fulham, then Wolves.
Okay, okay.
And then us. So they have not got an easy run of games. And if they get out of this run of games, so how many games have I just listed there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Home or away? What, they're homes or away?
They're like mixed, yeah. So some of them are home, some of them are away. So they're at home for the Southampton game, they're at home for Chelsea. They'll be away for Everton, home for Leeds, away for Fulham, away for Wolves, and home against us. I think out of a possible 33 points that'll be, unless, no, wait there. Is that my match being shit there? Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
I was going to say that's 20, 10 games.
What, wait there, what's the points here, Saeed?
5 times 3. Was it 5 games that?
Nah, that was 7 games. 7
7 times 3. 21.
Yeah, man, 21. Crap at match, people. You can clip me up all you want.
I'm a teacher, man. Don't worry, man.
It's right, Saeed. Love that. See, this is why this is the perfect combination. Either way, out of a possible 21 points, if they can even accumulate 12 or 15, you've still got to consider them as serious.
Yeah. You know what? That's true. That's hope. That's as well. That Man United, Liverpool, and City all drop points. They might drop points as well. So they might even need that. They might just need about probably 7 out of them. 21. You don't know what you need, or you know what I mean. This league is bonkers, man. And I always say to myself, like I will say to myself as well. We've got Burnley, Liverpool, Sheffield United, and Fulham. I think it's called as well. Like if we were to get like a maximum of them results, we could be flying. But the league does not work like that, mate. The league does not. The league does not work like that, mate. It doesn't work like that, man. And that's a problem. Yeah. And that is the craziest thing about it.
Well, especially this year, because if you think about it, last month, according to a lot of people, Man City were in the title race and Chelsea was.
Yeah.
And then now Chelsea, look at where Chelsea are, and then look at City. City are now the favourites again by far. Shout out to the Big Six show. Shout out to the main man, Turkish, obviously on his channel. So make sure that he's there. We'll be representing Manchester United for
always, man. Representing. You get me? I know what it is. Yeah, I got roasted last week, so I'm coming back with the energy this week, man. Don't worry, we're back, man. We're back.
I love this comment from Matt Hayes as well, by the way. Only match James Redmond TV needs is counting the subs and the revenue.
That's mad.
This is why I love like the community that we're all building, you know, say, because it's all coming because I've got a lot of my subscribers, yes, on my own, but a lot of them have came from X.
Yeah, shout out, man.
Came from Rants. Like a lot of my mods go onto your streams and whatnot, and go onto Rants' stream. It's a community.
You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody, man.
Shout out to everyone. Another super chat from Mr. Dube. One thing to note is that teams out of the top 6 have really struggled. Have really learned to sit deep and defend. Look at Arsenal struggling to break down Newcastle. Teams are getting better at creating a block. And even against Liverpool, I realise it now. Like, teams are clocking it more, but it's also a mixture of we're not moving as much as we used to. We're not pressing as much as we used to. And with that, with the better quality of players coming into the league, even though defensively is very poor, if you set out with that 5 at the back, it's very difficult to break down.
You know why? That stopped for like about a couple of seasons, like when you had Bournemouth in there and other teams that come out to play. It stopped for a few seasons, but I feel like it's gone back now. West Brom are here. You know what I mean? There's a lot of teams now that are sitting back right now, and it's kind of getting a bit annoying now. You know what I mean? Like it really is getting a bit annoying. I feel like teams are thinking, they got 1 point there. Oh, shall we do that as well? So I think a lot of people are doing that. Before, teams were getting absolutely wide open. Like Bournemouth were just getting absolutely terrorized.
Annihilated.
Huddersfield were getting terrorized because they were playing good football. Yeah. And now they can't do that, can they? You know what I mean? But now that's why the low block is very, very hard. And without the fans as well, the urgency's gone as well, isn't it? You know what I mean? So
you haven't got that, so when a man's like running up to you and it's like, man on, you haven't got that no more.
Exactly.
Before you had a whole fucking stadium of people going, man on. Like I think Virgil, this is what I think about Virgil. He is a brilliant centre-back no matter what. But when he's got a group of people in the stadium, he's a performer and he's an artist. And when he hears them people, it's straight away he can react to it. And he'll know that he needs to get that ball to whatever man is available and free. Even if he needs to clear it, like he'll just know that he needs to get that ball away.
Trent. Do you guys shout Trent when he's on the diagonal ball? Liverpool find the side. Trent.
We will just. What do you mean?
Because you said that Liverpool fans will shout. Do you guys like go on to like say now you got Virgil van Dijk's on the ball and they can see a long diagonal? Do you fans shout like that? Because a lot of fans do that.
Well, the thing is, the players have been that good recently. They're kind of doing things that even us as the fans we don't expect. It's just mainly if we get into a tight case scenario, we'll be like, hey man, fucking like release the ball, or do you know what I mean? Them type of things. Like it's one of them where it's only in them type of situations I feel like Anfield really get the raw. Other than that, we trust our team. Like Trent is saucy, and I've been talking about Trent recently a lot because he's had probably the worst season since he's broke into the team. And I'm not afraid to admit it. He has. He's been terrible. And it gets to a point.
He's not the best right back in the league anymore, is he?
Yeah, and this is obviously the rival watch, so we won't go too much into Liverpool. That being said, obviously we're playing you soon, and there's a factor to play into it. Liverpool right now, right side, we're in a position where we can't just look at all these players like a Salah who's out of form and a Mane who's out of form. All these type of players and saying you're undroppable. Do you know how wrong that is? Do you know how wrong it is to say you're undroppable?
But you know what though? They are undroppable though. They are undroppable.
They're not Saeed. Shaqiri just came on the pitch. They're not better overall, but get on this. Shaqiri has came on the pitch in recent weeks and impressed me to the point where he actually looks like he's got more fight than Mo Salah in recent games. I love Mo Salah. He's still scoring goals, even being out of form. That's what Mo Salah does.
Shaqiri.
So no one get it twisted. But
Shaqiri.
Yes.
That's the music singer, isn't it? That's a music singer.
This is the point that I'm trying to make. If it's not working, you'd rather have someone on the pitch with quality and fight than someone who's just got quality and is hungry for goals. He's being selfish for goals more so than usual. And we know Salah can be selfish.
You know what it is,
What I'm saying?
I understand that, but I think for me, Shaqiri for Salah. Salah for me, is not on form here, but it's not as if it's like a kind of a one where you're kind of worried about it, is it? It's not a worried kind of form, is it? Are you worried about Salah?
This comment is bullshit, by the way. And no, I'm not worried about Mo Salah. There's been like rumours coming out recently, but the reason why I'm not worried about him is because he is just that good. He is still going to keep scoring.
It's like Martial.
That's it.
I'm not worried about Martial.
Yeah, if you're not, that's the thing. He's one of them players, you know, that it's just kind of a rut of bad form, and it's happened to many teams this season.
You know what you're doing? You're downplaying him, so the Liverpool game comes up and he scores a hat trick against us, mate.
You're too right, I am. You're too right.
There you go, then.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
You got the game, man.
No,
I knew it, man.
Do you want me to tell you another reason, though, Saeed? It's because Salah, at the moment, on current form, people bear in mind I'm talking about current form, he's not great in the game until he really gets his goal. Once he's got his goal, he's more free and whatnot. But before that, it's very important that he gets his goal first. However, what I'd love to see, and I'm only saying if it doesn't continue, say if Trent has another 2 bad games, I'd love to see Milner fill in at right back, someone who's been playing well when he stepped in. Same with Shaqiri, and I mentioned Shaqiri because I'm saying start him. Say if Salah continues, start Shaqiri. After 60, 65 minutes, how boss is it to bring on a Mo Salah? The last time Mo Salah came on, he teared Crystal Palace. He absolutely teared Crystal Palace everything. So I'm not saying change everything, and I'm not saying change it for a long time. I'm not even saying change it for Man United. But if it continues, I do not want to be a club where it gets to a point where you've just got a certain starting 11 for all your big games, and it's got to be that. Because I disagree with it massively, because it will cost us in this race, and it's cost us in recent weeks.
I understand that, but I just feel like for me, you know what is that? I get where your opinion you're coming from with the impact player. I've said that with Rashford. I've said it with Rashford. He'll be an unbelievable impact player. When he came on for what's it called? What's it called? RB Leipzig game. He scored a hat trick. He scored a hat trick when he came out to Leipzig game. He's a very, very good impact player. The game against West Ham, impact player. I think, you know what it is, I just feel like we're so reliant on Rashford and Bruno, and you guys are so reliant on Salah and Mane. And that's as simple as that, man.
In terms of goals, definitely.
Goals, mate. Shaqiri won't get you the goals. That's the problem.
I'm only mentioning Shaqiri as well because we've got Jota out. Do you get what I mean?
Sorry?
I'm mentioning Shaqiri because of Jota.
Yeah, and that is a big loss, mate. Jota is a massive loss. But the problem is, man, you know what I mean? I just feel like with certain clubs, man, you just keep these players on, man. I think Son is the same for Thingy. Look at Aubameyang for Arsenal. They're still keeping him on because he's a clutch player. It's a guy who you just know who will give you decisive moments. The difference for me, well, it's like if Bruno's having a bad game, you've got Donny on the bench, and Donny is equally as a player as Bruno is. It doesn't get in goals. You see that Ajax. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Greenwood can come off for Rashford. It's a like for like that. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Cavani can come on for Martial.
I'm very impressed by your squad depth. When I'm looking at a Van der Beek sitting on the bench, I think that's just purely bad management, but I'm still thinking like, wow, this is good the way they're still winning games and they're not starting one of their star signings.
Yeah, true, but I think that the Premier League now it's got to the point now where, you know, we're relying on a lot of clutch plays, you know what I mean, a lot of clutch moments. That's why now, for me, I've always said with Man United, we rely on a lot of individual brilliances. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Like, it is a lot of individual brilliance. You know, I mean, we don't blow teams away. I think Liverpool right now are not blowing teams away, apart from the odd Watford and Crystal Palace. They're not blowing.
The only problem with us, Saeed, is we're controlling games as we always do, because that's what we should do. We still get possession, but possession doesn't win your football. It's about taking your chances. And Liverpool, Saeed, have not been taking their chances. And that's what worries me going forward in the league, going forward in the FA Cup. I'm playing yous on the weekend. It's chance taken. And that's the only reason why I bring up all this stuff about Salah and Mane, because there's just something not quite right there. But a super chat from Reddy HD. How much would it hurt if United win the league 1 year after you won it? I think that's kind of like a rhetorical question. How do you expect me to answer? It'd be shit. It'd be crap. Yeah. You know what I mean? I wouldn't.
You know what I mean?
It'd be your 21st trophy. I've always been banged on. This is going to be the season we finally equal you twats for trophies, and you know
we can't sing 20 times anymore. We can't sing 20 times.
That's what I mean. We take that away from you. So if you win it, I'll
20 times. I say 20 times.
We don't. Saeed, this may be your last time on the channel. Steve Gerrard is our captain. Steve Gerrard is a Red. Steve Gerrard plays for Liverpool. Scouts are born and bred. You want to sing songs, Saeed?
And he slipped.
You want to sing songs? Then we will sing songs, and we will sing all the way. How about we talk about? Oh, Mane, oh, Mane. He is my captain, Saeed. He can slip on that all he wants. He won a Champions League on his bill. How many Man United players beat a single-handedly fantastic AC Milan team by himself? No one. Who in the Man United team took out an AC Milan starting 11 by himself? Who took out an AC Milan team by himself, single-handedly? Don't chat to me, Saeed. Don't chat to me, Saeed.
How did that rattle you there, though? How did that rattle you, Stevie G?
Never at all. Never at all.
Rattled you there,
doesn't rattle me because he's better than any Man United player that's ever wore the shirt.
Listen, don't talk about Scholes like that, mate. Scholes, mate. This Steven Gerrard, Steven Gerrard.
Scholes? You think that he
was getting helped by Xabi Alonso, mate.
What's funny about Man United fans, Saeed? The way you think Scholes is better than Frank Lampard and Steven Gerrard.
Listen, by far, mate. Footballing ability, better than Steven Gerrard, mate.
Not a chance, mate. Don't even say it. No, don't start saying
Stevie mate.
Don't start saying ability. Paul Scholes.
Stevie mate. Put some respect.
Listen, fantastic. Paul Scholes, absolute legend.
Man.
Manchester United cannot dispute it, but when it comes to an individual, do not compare him to the likes of Steven Gerrard, who by the way, looks absolutely class with many.
You hear what Zidane said? Xabi, all these great players.
What Zinedine Zidane said?
Zidane said,
Guess what?
The best player ever I've ever seen grace the footballing earth, Paul Scholes, mate.
And guess what? Sir Alex said that David Moyes would have been a great next choice for your manager, but look how that worked out.
Obviously, that's hindsight, isn't it? Yeah, you know what I mean? Every legend said some crazy stuff in it, you know what I mean? It's all the chewing gums in it, you know what I mean? You got to give the chewing gums a shout out, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out the chewing gums.
You got chewing gums in it, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Well, last minute, last thing then. Score prediction. 550 people in here, by the way. Make sure you subscribe to Saeed. Listen, I know. I just looked there. I was like, wow, bloody hell, I should probably shout out everyone here. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to Saeed, and make sure you subscribe to me. And thank you for coming in, people. But Saeed, a score prediction for your absolutely massive final against Burnley tomorrow.
No, when you say that, mate, it's a killer of a killer. I'm going to go with my favourite prediction, man. My favourite one, man. 2-1 to United.
2-1 United.
Yeah. We're talking about Burnley, right, aren't we? So a lot of people saying,
I think people thought we were talking about Liverpool, Man United. No, we're talking about your game tomorrow because obviously
the big game
that you go top of the league.
Yeah, I think Man United 2-1. We go top of the league and then we go to Liverpool. And I feel like for me, it'll be a draw against Liverpool. But for me, Burnley game 2-1. Come on, United. 21-21, eh?
I'm gonna say United. I'm gonna say United's win also, but I think Burnley can get a draw. However, that will still get you top of the league. I don't see Burnley winning this game myself, to be dead honest with you. But people, that has been another episode of the Rival Watch. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a great show, Saeed. listen, mate, we might not agree on everything that we say, but
I
love having you on the show, my mate. It's an absolute
Come on, man.
Make sure you
Appreciate it.
subscribe to the channel and shout out to everyone as well. Peace out, people.